Well, hello. I swear, like, off camera, this eye look is pretty, but like on camera, it looks a little bit like I'm a vampire, or like my eyes are bleeding. Anyway, I tried to film this video a few times. It did not work at all. I can't put makeup on and talk to you about other types of makeup while I'm using certain products, I guess. I don't know. It would just be like, oh wow, it's been like a solid minute since I've talked. Like, I totally forgot that the camera was even going. I am well into doing my eyebrows or whatever it is. So I thought that I would get on here and explain, because hopefully it should be helpful to a few people I've gotten questions from. But I lost my entire makeup collection 3 years ago, and it was stolen from me, and I had to start over. So, me being years into watching YouTube at that point, I was like, okay, this is what I need. But I very specifically remember my brain working to be like, what do I need to just get by? I don't know. I think. Super cute when I get lipstick on my teeth. Anyway, I say anyway way more than like and I think I just did it again. Okay, well, now that I'm a nerd, and we've established that, we can move on. And I'll just leave the red lipstick on my teeth the rest of the time. So, hopefully you're laughing. I don't even know what I'm talking about. So I have ADHD and I'm Rachel. Makeup. Okay, so basics. I walked into that Ulta. That's what I was talking about. All my makeup got stolen. It's a very sad, awful story. It was $2,000 to $3,000 worth, like $2,600 when I totaled it up. Gone. Pretty sure it was back in my hometown. And it was just sad. Super sad. So I walked into that Ulta, and my brain immediately was like, foundation. I need foundation. And this is after being somebody who uses primer every time and has this setting spray, like before setting spray and then after setting spray. And those things didn't faze me. Primer was the very first thing I thought of after I got home. So I probably would have grabbed like, an e.l.f. primer or something, that just does the job. Honestly, like I used to use Monistat anti-chafing cream, and see, everybody's like, you don't want to put that on your face, but it's for your thighs, like your inner thighs, and like also other sensitive areas. So take that however you want. It's much cheaper. Same exact feel to it. I actually really, really like that silicone feel. And it worked great as a primer when I used it. So anyway, foundation, concealer was the second thing. I always feel like first your face, then everything else. Face is base, which is a stupid saying, I know, but it's real. Like, I don't really care what I put on my face if my face doesn't look good, or even if my face looks good to me, but then I want to put something on top of it and now it can't blend because it's like not very blendable, or other products are not working on top of it. I can see it now. This is a disaster. Welcome to me wiping my lipstick off of my teeth for 30 minutes or however long. But anyway, yes, so putting makeup on top of bad foundation doesn't work that well, and bronzer does not look that good, and blush does not look that good in my opinion. Like, so those were the things that I spent more money on. I rant and rave about the IT Cosmetics CC cream. I just went and bought it for my older sister. My little sister just asked me what shade I was using because she tried it on and wanted to go buy it herself. My younger sister has, I believe, oilier skin, and I have very dry skin. And my middle sister just said that she was like more oily recently, but I think normally she has like combination. I think she's more of like a combination person. So between all three of us, we all love it. I don't know, it's worth a shot. But I'm gonna say but like 100 times in this video. Anyway, yeah, foundation, concealer, I like Shape Tape. If you're looking for like a more mid-range price for it. I'm also obsessed with and use MAC Studio Fix 24 Hour. I don't know how much that one is. I've used, so the L'Oreal True Match concealer actually blends out really, really nice. That's like one of the only drugstore ones that I really love. So yeah, I'll just throw that out there. I do actually have some L'Oreal True Match foundation and concealer within my whole kit still. They're like my super tan ones. So the first day or two after I spray tan, or if I ever get dark enough, which I never will because I burn. But after the spray tans, yeah, I will use those and they're beautiful. Of course, I'm going for more of like a bronzed, summery vibe at that point. But yeah, I do like those. So, foundation, concealer, setting powder. I was in Ulta, so I mean, they have like the drugstore side and the higher end side. And I definitely went, hold on, to the drugstore side for the setting powder. I believe that Revlon has a good one, but if not, there are so many that have just a translucent powder. I've used the loose powder, I've used the pressed powders, and a lot of them are fine. A lot of them are great. e.l.f. has one, I believe, has pressed powder. Yeah, I was never too picky about that. Now I use Pretty Vulgar because I got it in a BoxyCharm and it's beautiful. And I do think that the, gosh, like the Kat Von D banana powder sits beautifully under the eye. Where right now, personally, I like how this would look if I was not wearing like red under my eyes, but because I am, it's making me look like super pasty, I don't know, pale right under there. And that is something that I definitely would have used, more of like that banana powder under my eyes, doing this look. But anyways, aside from that, we have not yet gone over blush. Blush, I literally was like, I think I have an old one in the closet. And I left without blush. It just is not, there are beautiful ones, but you don't have to have a beautiful one to pull off a really pretty look on your face. So I didn't spend the money there. I keep looking at it. I can't remember what it's called. Bronzer. I definitely normally go for the Hoola, it's Benefit Hoola bronzer, and they have the travel size one or whatever it's called. It's like a mini size, and that's only 14 bucks. So cheap, blends out really, really well, and it's normally good for all skin types, and it's not too orange, but it's also not super muddy. I'm very, very fair, so I get very muddy very easy, and I don't have that issue with this one. So I do love Too Faced Chocolate Soleil bronzers as well, but that one's a little bit more. If you know that you want a decent bronzer though, and you have the money, that's definitely the one that I would go for. Okay, now eyes, because that was how I did this all in my mind, and I'm like waltzing around this Ulta. I think it was with somebody too. But yeah, so eyes, I just went for a normal eyeshadow palette. At the time, I grabbed like a Tarte one, and I'm sad. I 100% should have grabbed a Morphe one. I have decent teeth too normally, so I don't know how they're getting in the way. But Yeah, I don't know if Jaclyn had dropped her vault yet. I don't think so. I know that I lost my OG Jaclyn Hill palette in that whole fiasco, and I was very, very sad about it. I waited so long to get that palette and was obsessed with her. She was like my favorite YouTuber. She still is. But I loved that palette and it was gone. It was gone. It was definitely, those are definitely worth it. But she has smaller palettes that actually have 10 shadows in them still. So they're like, there's a lot of shadow in there. But I would grab a vault because I believe they're only $15 and just go for the colors you think are best. The only thing I will say is, yeah, so Bling Boss was like my favorite one flat out, and it is so beautiful. But just know that like if you get that one, which that was the first one that I got, I think, it doesn't have like a highlighting shadow in here. There's no like bright white or cream colored anything to like put in your brow bone or like on the inner corners of your eyes, which I forgot to do. So I'm gonna do that while I sit here and talk to you. But yeah, so her other one, so Dark Magic I also have, and it's a giant mess right now, but I would absolutely grab this one first because it's really, really pretty neutral colors, and it's cheap. Yeah, $15 for 10 shadows. So mascara to me is not a big deal. I would legit, like, I still to this day see in like the checkout the Maybelline, like the green with the pink, and I'm like, I should grab one of those, and I do half the time and use them half the time. So there are amazing mascaras that are high-end, but I definitely don't think that you need them. And gosh, what else? Eyeliner. I will always buy expensive eyeliner from now on because I hate it. I hate wings. I love wings. I'm not good at them at all. My eyes also leak because I wear contacts and they're just sensitive. They're annoying. But when they leak, I always rub off like the wing and anything going on down here. Or if I like stab myself in the eye with a pen, which I do more frequently than I would like to admit. Maybe that's how I keep getting. I don't know. But anyway, I love, is it Stila? It is Stila. Yeah, their Stay All Day Waterproof Liquid Eyeliner is amazing. Kat Von D's is pretty good. And then lashes, believe it or not, I get Ardell Wispies. That's right. I had to pull them out. But yeah, cheap. I use, you know, the cheap Duo glue. I do the Ardell Wispies. I do the Lashify ones, which are more expensive sometimes too. But that's definitely not necessary. So, gosh, lips. Lipstick is harder for me to find cheaper, unless you find like a good local person that's selling it, which gosh, I do know one, and I should post her links because her liquid lipsticks are like $8 and they're amazing and don't go anywhere. You can find cheaper ones, but it was always one of the last things that I bought because I just didn't really care. I would wear chapstick or lip gloss and call it a day. But I hope that that answered some for you guys. If it didn't that much, I'm sorry. I'm an airhead today. But yeah, I'm glad that I was able to at least go over those things, share that story with you, which is horrible. But I don't know. Also say that makeup is super fun, and because I lost it, I kind of regrew like my love for discovering new things and trying new things. It broke me out of my shell to where like I could just start over and try different brands and such. So I think it's 3 years, like 2.5 years later. No, it's been like 3 years now since I lost it, and I have it all back. So I'm not sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing, because when I totaled it up, it was like $2,600. I mean, I have different things now, but basically the same setup. So I don't know. Enjoy it. Love it if it's something that you love. And yeah, if I can help at all, leave a comment. I will answer any questions. Sometimes it's hard to tell people's shade in things. But aside from that, like, definitely leave a comment and let me know. If you do like the video, like or subscribe, and I will talk to you guys later.